Okay, so let's work on those arms. First up, we have single arm bicep curls. You're gonna round the shoulders back with the chest nice and tall, long spine, belly button pulled back into your spine, slight bend in those knees. Here we are from a side view. You always wanna end up on the outside of the hip, stop right before the bust, and give a good squeeze in those biceps. Okay, so for this one, we're going to 15 on each side. So our higher count of 15, 1, 1, 2, 2, all the way to 15. Afterward, we're going to take about a 15-second break. So your routine today, obviously, it's going to be arms. So we're going to go for 30 minutes. The video is only 10 minutes long. So we repeat it 2 more times once it's done. Follow my pace, and everything is going to work out just fine. You're going to get nice and sculpty. Almost done here. I'm breathing. Every time I raise up, I breathe out. So take a break here with me. It only took us about 1 minute to do that. Nice control. Now we're going to switch over to our next exercise. And we have lateral raises here. Trying to level out the arms, stopping at shoulder height. Careful not to go too high. Nice and controlled. I'm not throwing my arms back down. They land gently at my side. Squeeze up at the top. Still with that chest elevated. Squeezing the shoulders. Breathing out on that raise. Same thing here, 15. Nice quality reps. I'm taking my time with it. I'm not trying to rush through it. Making sure I still have that bent knee stance. The quality breathing. And I have lower weights here, so if you have anything higher, feel free to use those. Anything ranging from 5 to 15, whatever your strength level is, that's fine. Again, we're going to take that 15-second break. Just follow along with me. Get some water in between this time frame. Try to have it nearby so you won't have to keep going too far to get your water. Now we're going to bend over at the waist and have that free hand out in front. We're going to go for some tricep kickbacks. So I'm taking it from the hip and back. My elbows propped up nice and high. I'm at a 90-degree angle. I take it back and I squeeze nice and strong at the top, working those triceps. Breathe out every time I bend my elbow back. I extend it. So we got 15 on one side and 15 on the other side. Okay, so it's important that you stay low with the hips back and the knees still tracked over the ankles. So I'm taking it from the hip and back, giving it a good squeeze, not letting that arm drag or anything, making sure it's nice and controlled motions all the way through. So this is my starting stance here, and that's my ending stance. So I breathe in here and I breathe out here. And not letting that arm drag. Keeping it up top the whole time. Shaking it out. Woo. That 15-second break in between, so just follow my pace. We're going to switch it out now to some upright rows. Keeping the dumbbells together, we're going to squeeze the traps up top, around my shoulders back right there, so that way I can raise my chest. Always try to reposition yourself. Okay, so just reset after each exercise. That way you set yourself up for success by being in a proper posture. Go up and squeeze, keeping them together, breathing out on the raise, making sure I'm squeezing the traps up top. So I got 15 of these right here. Nice long spine. My focus is directly out in front of me. Taking my time with it, making sure I squeeze really good up top. Good breathing. Contracting that core, engaging it at all times. That was 15 already. See? Move it along just fine. Another 15-second break. Get your water. Make sure you stay hydrated. Now we're going to switch out to some rows. So we're going to row it back, bending over at the waist, driving the elbows behind us like we're trying to make a triangle at the back, squeezing the shoulder blades nice and tight. So here I breathe in, I breathe out. This is my work, so I'm breathing out on my work. Keeping my neck in alignment with the rest of my spine. Go showing you from how the back is supposed to look. See, I'm closing the distance between my shoulder blades. Nice and tight. Dumbbells are leveling out at the beginning. So right there in front of my knees in between, the midlines right here. They're together, and then I drive it back. All the while my hips are hinged back. Doing your best to keep those knees tracked over the ankles. Okay, don't let them go forward. Want to keep them over the ankles. And you're going to feel some in your lower back. Means it's working. Nothing to be concerned about. Now we're going to take it to some pec flies. So from side view, protruding the chest forward. Here's my starting stance. So I breathe in, I breathe out, and I contract the chest. So right there, I give a good squeeze in the front. Open it up nice and wide and bring it together. Giving a good squeeze. Still with that upright posture, slight bend in those knees. I breathe in here, I breathe out. And I'm staying at shoulder height, and I'm doing my very best to keep my dumbbells leveled at all times. Okay, so you want to fight gravity here. Gravity is going to try to pull your arms down. It's going to try to make you lag, and that's not what we want here. So we're going to fight against it. I'm going to stay strong, and we're going to keep bringing it together and contracting that chest. We're moving on to some core now. We're going to do some opposite bicycles, so standing bicycles, taking it from the left elbow to the right kneecap. We're going to do 15 on one side and then 15 on the other side. So again, my stationary leg still has that bend in it. I'm breathing out as I bring the elbow and the kneecap together. I'm crunching into my side, giving a good breathe right there. So breathing out. My chest is always propped up. I take my time to get back into my stance, at least 1 second, and boom. So now we're switching over to the other side. So we're going to complete it out over here. And as you can see, my arms are always up. So from elbow tip to elbow tip, they're in alignment, right? So at that 90-degree angle, my fingertips on the outside of my ears. I'm giving a good dig into my obliques. I'm breathing out as I drive my knee up. Good breathing. Taking my time with each one and not rushing through it. 15-second break here. Dancing a little bit. Whatever makes you happy. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Okay? Don't wipe up that sweat yet. We haven't gotten that far. Now we're going to go into some side bends. I like to call them single arm penguins. So slight bend of those knees, fingertips on the outside of the ear. Crunching on my side. Boom. Just taking it just below the kneecap. My chest is still propped up. I always level out at the top. So I stop, make sure that I'm level from shoulder tip to shoulder tip, and then I take it back out. So follow my pace here. And this is the type of quality that you want. If you want to make it more difficult, go ahead and add a dumbbell and the hand that's doing the work, or the elongated hand that's on the side. We're going to switch it over here. So we got 15 on one side and 15 on the other side. You want to have that mind-muscle connection. Make sure you know which muscles you're working and you're in tune with your body. Excellent.